in Big Papa's kitchen. I got some Wagyu short ribs, been cut down into thirds. They have the bone in still. We're gonna trim them up. We're gonna use some harissa. Remember, you heard it here first. Now, what harissa is the Moroccan hot sauce. It's from that area, and it's really good. And you know, every country and every area has it, whether it's Tabasco in America or peri peri sauce or sriracha. So this is kind of a fun one, this harissa. Very carefully open it. This I got at Trader Joe's. You get a lot of international stores. Then we're going to coat it with money. Money is happening. It is a great beef rub. It's got a little sweetness. It started in the competition world, and it's got a little bit of heat. So I like all the garlic and all the savory ingredients, but why I'm using this is a slightly sweet to pair with the harissa, and then the smoke will kind of make them all bond together. So first of all, let's just trim some of them. This one I don't like because there's just no grain. I want to get the smoke and the seasoning on the meat, so as much of the stuff that, and you see it's very little trim. And sharp knives help a lot. So after I get this, we're going to put it on the BPS drum at 250 for probably, gosh, it might be 3 hours. And then what we're gonna do, because I always include you guys, about 45 minutes before it's done, we're gonna make a pilaf. And we're gonna use the seasoning packet in a little bit. We're gonna put a little desert gold in there. We're gonna put some golden raisins, some slivered almonds, sauteed onions, and then just to prove that we're trying to be a little bit chefy today, some microgreens. Okay, so we're gonna get the harissa party started. I really like this though. Nice coating. All sides, okay? Now one of the things you're gonna panic, you will get some heat on this. It's planned, it's good. But the smoke and the cooking mellows the heat out a little bit. So it won't be quite as crazy as it might look using this much hot sauce. Listen, if you don't have harissa, use sriracha. If you don't have sriracha, use gochujang. If you don't have sriracha or gochujang, use peri peri. You know, it's almost like America's late to the hot sauce party. It's a real savory, saltier hot sauce. Sriracha might have a little bit of sweet compared to it. The heat comes on in the end, and here comes the money. Get a good coating on there. We're going to try and get all sides too. See, this is acting like a glue, but it's just flavor. You know, you notice I don't use glue like a lot of people when I'm cooking ribs. I don't use mustard, and they say you don't taste it. Well, there is a little taste there, okay? Now, a lot of times, I just smoke these. Sometimes I smoke them and then I wrap them or braise them. It's going to be a game time call whether I braise them or not. I'm going to see how the pull back against the meat and the rib is, what the bark looks like, and how close I am when the bark's the color I want it to be. If the bark is ahead of the meat being done, then I'm putting it in a pan with some beef stock, butter, and cover the pan, and maybe cook it for an hour like that. But I'm going to try and do this where we don't braise. I want to make it as simple as possible. You know, I always talk about letting the meat sweat before you start it, before we put it on. So we want to see it shine. We want it really shiny before we put it on the cooker, which is going to take about 20 minutes to a half hour. All right, these are short rib nuggets, and I think they're going to be beautiful. See you by the cooker. Okay, here we go. The harissa smothered short ribs with BPS money. Now, a little pro tip here. Siri is your friend. Siri, 45-minute timer. We're not going to look at this for 45 minutes. Then we're probably going to spritz them then. Okay, it's been 45 minutes. Look at those. Let's spritz them. Just keep them sucking up that smoke. Okay, let's make the peel off. We're bringing this to boil. Seasoning back in here. Want it to boil again. Boiling up good. Okay, here's where we do some doctoring. It's a little bit of cumin. Almonds. Golden raisins. Okay, I think that's about right. Okay, we'll see you in 20 minutes. Okay. It's really only been about an hour and a half. Now we're going to come in here. I'm not even looking at the probe display. Okay, that needs a little bit more. That needs a little bit more. That definitely does. This one feels pretty good. This one feels a lot better. So these smaller ones, as you'd think, are closer, but we're going to just spritz them one more time. We're going to give them 20 minutes. You don't want tough short ribs. Look at those beauties. Siri, 20-minute timer. Okay. One fell over. Oh yeah. Look. It's like butter. Oh! They're all beautiful. Let me pull this off and I'll plate it for you. Okay, our short ribs are done. So let's take the peel off. Woo! Thank you guys. I hope you try them. They're really good.